Hello, everybody, and welcome to my talk today. I wanted to share to you how I helped a prospect overcome his fear of past experiences and closing in a 4K payment plan deal for an affiliate marketing offer that I was on. So, if you find this really helpful, please feel free to subscribe and hit the like button. That really helped me on my way to become an education platform for anyone in the high ticket sales needs. So this was uh, 2 weeks ago. I helped a prospect in his 30s who was doing retail work, and he was looking for a vehicle to help put himself in a financial position to help support his parents with bills and also be able to travel around the world. So some key takeaways that we took from the call was that he really wanted to become financially independent, and he really couldn't get there with his retail cashier job. He had tried online business ideas before, but struggled to stay consistent. And also, the prospect, he had a really strong interest in affiliate marketing, but he didn't know where to go. And he was really open to the idea of our offer, but finances was one of the things that was that almost stopped him from getting the deal across the line. So some of the topics and some of the situations that we had identified that the prospect was going through was that he was working as a cashier job and he wanted to have more financial independence to move out on his own. So what I really leverage is really listening to the prospect. We call this active listening in the whole high ticket space world. And that essentially means pick a word that you hear what the prospect is saying and turn it into a question. So when I hear something as juicy as financial independence, a lot of people would just take that and put it into and just assume what that would mean. But financial independence means something different for for different people. So the first thing I'd do is I'd say, what does financial independence mean for you? And that's a way just to clarify what they are looking for. And ideally, he wants to make an extra $1,000 to $2,000 per month to replace his income. And then again, you would always want it to be clarified. Generally, people who hear this, they'll be like, "Yep, okay, I'll do that, I'll take that." But a curious salesman or curious closer always goes deeper and is not satisfied with an extra 1 to 2K per month response. So I would say if it's only 1 to 2K that you're looking for, why don't you just get another high paying job or do extra hours? And what we call this is challenging the prospect. And when we challenge them, the response that they generally get is they generally sell themselves on the program. So then he goes, I've tried affiliate marketing, Amazon, live streaming, but didn't stick with him. And then I just clarify, why didn't it stick with you? And then the response that he gets is that he would tell me reasons what went wrong. And then you just clarify what makes things different now, or how would you how would you overcome these things uh, now in the future if you never try to overcome it in the past. Again, these are ways to challenge the prospect, and ultimately they'll sell themselves on why they need outside help, because that's essentially what they're looking for. And what you can do here is you can also go even deeper with the sequencing of questions when they're looking for help. You'd be surprised how many people would just go on the internet, get that free information, and do it themselves. But for you, and whatever happened in the past, what prompted you to even seek outside help, and then they'll give you the answer. So then they would say something like, they'll feel ready now, and they're fully able to commit, but have been held back by lack of self doubt. A lot of strong words you can use here. And generally, a lot of people, including myself when I used to do back when I was learning, you want to build up on so much pain. You want to keep building up on so much pain, but it gets nowhere. You just pick one word and turn it into a sentence. Okay. So if you hear two juicy words or multiple juicy words, just pick one and turn it into a question. Yeah. What makes you feel like you're ready today? Or what makes you feel that why is today so different? No one ever just wakes up one day and just considers committing to something big like this. Or we can use the self doubt. I know that self doubt has stopped you from the past, and I do appreciate you for being so transparent and honest. But, but why is today so different? How come self doubt is not in the way this time? When it comes down to the pitching and the presentation, don't spend too long in this because this is where you, as the closer or the sales rep, is doing a lot of the talking. So make sure you use temperature checks. So for those who don't know what temperature checks are, a temperature check is a way to keep the prospect engaged whilst you do most of the talking in this section. And what that means is that if you're using pillars or different sections of the presentation, you want to end that section by asking them an open-ended question. If you can't, always leave the statement or that yes or no response with a why. So we were selling a 14-week program of affiliate marketing to get people to 5 to 10K a month. So we broke down the pillars into like the fundamentals. So what I would say is, based on what you said earlier, what days do you see yourself committing to this structured training module to help you fill in those knowledge gaps? And this keeps things open-ended. They'll say, yeah, I can do Monday, Friday, 2 to 3 hours. I can see this working for me. The other component is you get brand lists to start making video content. What that means is they don't have to do any cold outreach. So do you see how this will save you time from doing cold outreach and more focused on your learning? So this is a close-ended. They say yes or no, and you say why. Okay? And then the third one is weekly coaching and accountability on Discord. So how do you see your learning change by now having coaching goals on top of having a coach keeping you accountable and doing you the work? And this just keeps giving them little commitments to see them, envisioning them doing this to make sure that when it comes down to the price shop, if it's high ticket, they're definitely going to say no. Expect that. But you're just giving them small commitments, small yeses before they come up with a reason why they don't want to do this. Because no matter what, buyers are liars. Gotta remember that. Because once they hit the price drop, they're going to completely switch, and it's up to you as an experienced sales closer. And if you don't have a sales team, as the one-man team, as a coach or a consultant, you have to be the one leading them to make sure that they're not going to be stopped by fear or any self-doubt. Okay? There's a lot of coaches and consultants out there that don't know how to lead and give conviction and accountability to potential prospects to close more deals. And this is the most important thing in getting someone across the line and closing deals. The client was initially hesitant about the 4K investment. That is to be expected. If there's a yes, we can go through that in another video, but everyone is hesitant about dropping 4K. Everyone is hesitant about being sold online. Okay, this is what you say. I can appreciate that you need to think about this big decision, but based on what we've mentioned, do you see this as something to get you towards your goals? Why? Or can you list down the things that you liked about the program to get you to your goals? Because that's the most important part. That is the most important part puts the client back into the front seat to make sure that they're still in control. Not you. You are never in control. You're the soundboard. Make sure that they're always in control throughout the sales call. Okay. So we broke it down to the point where he really wants to do this. It's just logistically, he doesn't have 4K. So who cares about getting that paid in full? It's always about helping the person in the end. So if it comes down to a payment plan, because logistically they can't pay for it, then do whatever. Then it's your job as the closer, or the consultant, or the coach, to break it down for them. Because ultimately, we're people's people. We're here to help them. Okay. So if they've only got 1.5K in savings and $300 left after expenses, and you actually see that they have full conviction and certainty in the program, help them out with a payment plan. Okay. So this is when you fully double check that the only thing stopping them from onboarding them today is finances. Because ultimately, if this is truly what you believe in, I do not want finances stopping you from achieving your goal. And that's what you say. You offer them the payment plan, send them the Stripe link, send them the contract, sign it off, onboard them, and Bob's your uncle. You've got another client on board. But so many people are looking for that payment paid in full, and they're pushing and forcing that pay in full. Look, we're all here to help people, okay? And if we can help them with a payment plan, we help them with a payment plan, okay? So the more sales we get in the front end, the more people we help, okay? So we always want to be finding that word and flipping it into a question. Okay, so here's some extra notes that I've added. And all you want to do is find one word. All you need to do is find one word and flip it into a question. Okay, so wanting to move out of his current situation and become more independent. The word that I'm picking is more. When you say you want more, what exactly don't you have now that you would like to have? You see, we're not talking about the program, what's in it. We're more asking about their current situation. Okay. So feeling stuck in his current situation and not making progress towards his goals over the past 3 years. So another way to clarify, you clarify it with a joke. When you say stuck, what do you mean by that? We're not in a prison cell, are we? And this just invites the conversation to go deep, because things can get very kind of emotional, and also it can get very, very serious. And your job is to build trust. Make sure you're a cool guy. They're a cool guy. Treat that like, if you want $1 million, treat them like they're $1 million. Okay, so the whole purpose is they're a stranger to you. You're a stranger to them. They want to build trust. They want to know that you're a cool person to work with. Okay, so jokes, analogies, they're amazing to segue into the hard conversations, because a skilled closer has to go there, because if they don't and everything becomes superficial, they're going to hit you with lies or objections at the end. And then you just break it down, like, how long have you been feeling this way? If this way continues, like, do you actually feel that you can get to your goals? And then the next one is concerns about his parents being skeptical of him pursuing an unconventional online business model rather than the traditional pathway. Parents. Okay, do you actually know, do your parents know that you're on the call with me today? I mean, he's 31, like, he can make his own decisions, but just pick a word and use that, because him saying parents, there has to be some kind of strong connection with that. And everyone has parents, and everyone should, or most of the time, have a good relationship with the parents. Okay, and when you bring on the parents as a question, we call this pre-handling a partner objection, because I don't want this coming up saying that, oh, I have to go speak to my parents about this investment because it's so big and I want to let them know. And you're not going to say, bro, you're 31. You don't need you don't need your parents' validation, because that's just going to destroy the sale. You want to keep it cool, like a cool cucumber. and you just want to pre-handle it right now. So how to pre-handle like a parent or partner objection is: one, you ask them if they know if they're on the call with you now. Two, do they actually know that they know that you're in the situation that they're struggling with, and they're actually looking for a way out, and how would they feel if they found something like this? Oh, they feel amazing that they found that I found something. But do they actually believe that you're actually going to do the work to get you there? Because ultimately, you're the one that wants to achieve the goals, so you should be the one doing the work. Yeah, they will believe that I'm hardworking and I'll get the job done because I don't shy away from hard work and all that jazz. Okay, so struggling with self doubt, the last one, and fears about taking action on his goals, even though he feels it's the right time. Self doubt, fear, taking action, goals. They're all juicy words, but just pick one. Okay. So, where's this? Again, we've got to clarify where is this thought process coming from? The stronger the word, like self doubt, the more likely we're going to go into a hard conversation. So every single conversation shouldn't always be hard. It's not a therapy session. We want to keep it lighthearted. Okay, we're not therapists here. We're just people talking to another person trying to help them out. And if we can truly help them out, especially when it comes to fear as an objection, because that's the one common thing, objection, that a lot of people say no to themselves and ultimately not getting deals across the line. Because there's so much fear until 2024. No one wants to do this, no one wants to do that. Everybody wants them it done for themselves. Everyone doesn't want to go through the hard work. Everyone doesn't want to go through the phase of being a beginner because being a beginner sucks. But as a closer, as a consultant, as a coach, we need to lead them into making a stronger decision for themselves. If you do it correctly and you know what you're saying to lead them into making a better decision, then fear should never be in the way. If you know how to handle fear, your closing percentage is going to increase dramatically. So if you've gotten this far into the video, it means I've gotten your attention. And if I've gotten your attention, gentleman's agreement, I deserve a subscribe, and I'll be posting more of these videos more often. It takes my time and energy to construct these scripts and also to record these videos for you. So I would appreciate the follow. But that being said, if you don't, I'm not here to force you. I'm here to give more free value. So if you enjoyed this, I want to bring out more of these videos. Again, thank you for making it to the end and look out for more of these. Peace.